for. I'm Melissa, and I'm updating this really hard to clean kitchen countertop and replacing this grungy looking sink. So far, I've cleaned the tile grout, removed the sink, covered the counter with epoxy and satin poly, and installed a new sink. Now the next and final step is to redo all the pipes below it. Come hang out with me, let's see how it goes. My goal is to be using this sink before midnight. Well, that ship has sailed. I was a bit concerned that the sink drain holes were in a different position, which would mean I may have to redo the plumbing underneath. That turned out to be correct. What I need to replace is this. This is too long here, and there may be some other little tweaks, also like the positioning of this. See how it's at this angle? This I learned is called ABS. It needs its own type of glue to sort of weld, melt, whatever that process is to affix these together. I went to the store. I kind of Legoed my way to figuring out what parts I need. But first, the thing with the garbage disposals is that they are a lot heavier than you might think, at least to me. Oof! I did not disconnect the wires because I'm not getting a new unit. This part here connects to this part here, and you just sort of lift it up and kind of turn it. Like I said, this is heavy for me, so I'm going to try to use part of my body to kind of help hold it up while I turn it. Okay, this is going to be awkward. Okay, alrighty. Okay. Okay, could this be any more awkward? Okay. Ooh. Reset. Let's try this again. These go here. Okay. I was thinking these little loopy things go onto this, but if I can show you, I need to hook this little part, this hook. Duh, that makes a lot more sense. This is where I will use this to kind of tighten it later. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so it's on there. Okay, so it just turns right in there. This and this can operate independently. Okay, because then this is going to go onto here. This is from the dishwasher. That's where that empties. And then this is going to go here. I'm going to put this on, but I'm not going to like tighten it because I just need to really dry fit all of the pieces. I just got to make sure that where this lands is going to be where the rest of the pipes hit. Okay. I have these two parts left over from when I disassembled the sink, and I don't know if I need them anymore. Now I have to figure out how to put the rest of the pipes together. My old dusty miter box, a couple of hacksaws. Some work better than others. Sometimes I'm feeling this one, sometimes I'm feeling this one. I need to make something that kind of looks like this, but isn't this. Where to start? I'm thinking. You see the problem? How this doesn't line up. This is too far to the right. To get this to fit, this now is off to the side. I'm starting to get the feeling this is going to need another trip to the store, no matter what. So I'm going to take this to the hardware store. Off we go. I really don't want to go back, so I got extra pieces. I figure if I don't use them, I could return them. So let's try to piece all this together. This will go here. It's very lightly in there. All right. Oh. I'm back again from another trip to the hardware store. I would like to say I have confidence I have all the pieces I need to get this done. Hopefully that's the case. We'll see. This is what I bought. See how it's got these little fat parts on all three sides? What I needed was for something that had only the fat parts, female parts, I guess, on these two sides, and then I guess the male part on the bottom. And put this aside so I can return it. Got an ever-growing pile of things I need to return. All right, let's try to assemble this again. This will go in here. That will go in here. Then cut a piece of pipe, another piece of pipe. Right. I may have a lot to return. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Now this, what did I use this for? I don't think I need this anymore. Okay. The way you use one of these is, usually you have two of these. I lost the other one a long time ago, but I don't think I'll need it here. So I marked it here, and then you use this to kind of lock it in place. You kind of pick a hole, you pick one right next to it, and then when you turn it, it locks it in place. That way you can use your saw and it will kind of keep it steady. And then you line up, I lined up my little mark here with this right here because I'm going to just be going straight across. We have a piece. It's pretty rough. I'm going to get a bit of sandpaper to kind of soften these edges a bit. This is going to fit here. It's going to fit here. This is going to go up here. Just tighten this up a bit. This will go in here like this. As a matter of fact, let's mark it and see how far it goes in. So it only went in about this far. If I put this about here, put this in, get some leverage. It gets so hot. All right, with any luck, this will be just the right size. I can dry fit these in place, meaning put it all together, but without actually gluing it down. And if that fits, I'll glue it and make it permanent. Put this in here. Put this together. Okay. That would work. This for sure is the right size. So I feel safe that I can glue these parts. Okay, I have a plan. Wow, this is a tiny, tiny font. Inside, outside. Push together, hold for 30 seconds. Wipe it out a little bit. Inside. Woo, that's a smell. Outside. Together and turn. Okay, that seemed good enough. Wait, it sets up fast. All right, this is going to go up here, and this is going to go up here, but those don't need to be glued. They're just going to be tightened. The only thing that is left to be glued is this and this. Okay. Okay, I think it's gonna be all right. No. Oh. So there for a second. Okay, around. I like to tighten it a little more than hand tighten because my hands aren't very strong. Oh yeah, and I also have to lock this down. That's locked, that's locked. These are all screwed in tight. So I have to take this while keeping this sort of steady and kind of turn it to the right. Kind of really locks it in. Ooh, we're getting closer. So this is for the dishwasher. This goes around here, and that goes there. It's kind of a little cockeyed, but next step, to attach the hot and cold water. It seems pretty self-explanatory. We've got one with blue on the end and one with red on the end. So this will be your hot water. This will be the cold. I'm going to tighten it by hand at first and then tighten with my wrench. Now to hook this thing up. What this does is you put this over this hose, and when you pull down on the nozzle, the weight of this kind of keeps it, pulls it up. Basically, I put this up into that other part, and then I just put this around it. There we go. Don't touch it. Okay, that's in there. You know what I think this means? It's time to turn on the water. Okay. It's just water, right? It's just water. Let's just turn this baby on. Okay, clearly that's on. Okay. Yay! Ooh. That. Ooh. Meanwhile, let's check under here. Check for leaks. I like to take a paper towel and feel around because it will be able to pick up wetness pretty easily. So kind of do that, then inspect the paper towel to see if there's any wetness. I don't see any leaks so far. We have a sink. Everything seems to be working good so far, fingers crossed. Still, I'm going to put this underneath the sink. I love these things. My mom told me about these, and basically what they do is, see these two little points right here? When they get in contact with water, they make a high-pitched sound. If you have a leak and this is under there, you'll hear a sound early. You won't have to wait for, did you hear that? Okay, so even the moisture in my skin causes this to make a slight sound. Ooh. Let's say this is a leak. There. All right, next up to install not one, but two soap dispensers. Dish soap dispenser and a hand soap dispenser. Okay, first thing I have to do is to poke a hole. And these dots show where I need to punch the hole. It's a little scary because there's this fear that I'm going to break the sink, which I actually am doing, but I'm breaking it in a space that I'm supposed to. This makes me nervous. There you go. Just to go like that. So this is just going to go down like that. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Rosie. screw this on. Oh, why is this pipe so long? Don't cause trouble. No. Just push that on there. Feed it through here. Oh, baby. I need a big container of liquid soap. Do you have that, Rosie? All right, we're gonna hit this thing now. You might not like that. It doesn't hurt, does it? It goes down there. Okay. I bet you're the best part of all these videos. Okay. Feed this through. Got my soap. Basically, I'm going to feed that tube down into here. Is this ever gonna come out? Did you see it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The first time I've been able to wash my hands in the kitchen for 11 days. All right. Yay. Rosie? Hi, Rosie. We did it. We did it. No, stop. Stop. You didn't used to eat that plant so much. Well, well, well. That's it. The project is done. Replacing the pipes was the last step. And so now I get to cross it off the list and finally get to enjoy it. I gotta say, I love it. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it. I wish I'd done it years ago, but honestly, it took a while for me to get up the knowledge base and the courage to even think that I could try something like this. Right, Ace? Every day when I come in here, I don't dread it like I used to. And we've had a couple of months now to live with the countertop and the sink, and we've had all of those little messes, those big messes. We had Thanksgiving, and I didn't dread it. As a matter of fact, remember at the beginning how I showed you my little cornstarch demo? Well, as you can see, look at that. Look at that. That is hard to beat. Did you see that? Did you see that? So easy. And I gotta say, I love my 1-2 soap dispenser option. I've got my dish soap here, and I've got my hand soap here, and I love it. Now I don't have to put all that stuff on the countertop. Keeps it all nice and clean and tidy. I hope you enjoyed this kitchen update. I really enjoyed having you along with me for this. I know we had a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but it was fun having you along. I've got a lot of projects up here that I'd like to work on, and I hope to see you next time when I work on something else.